Hi, everyone. I'm here with the chief designer from Kia Design Center America, Tom Kearns. Today in the driver's seat, we're talking about Kia's big reveal at the LA Auto Show. Tom, you've been a huge part of shaping the Kia brand and helping evolve the Kia design language to what it is today. Thank you for joining us from the Kia Design Center in Irvine, and welcome back to In the Driver's Seat.
Yes, thank you, Emma. Nice to be here again.
It's great to have you here. So, Tom, this year's LA Auto Show is a big moment for Kia. It's a big moment for the Telluride. Why is the new 2027 Telluride so important for the brand?
As you probably know, the Telluride's been a great success for us the past years. Customers seem to really love it, and it's kind of a sweet spot in the market, and it's done so well. So to follow up and to design a all new version of the Telluride, um, yeah, it's super important for us and the brand, but also a big challenge for us as the design team. Um, as you know, when it's much easier to design something like the original one, where we started from nothing and we kind of followed our gut and did what we wanted. But now with this success, it's almost like a sequel in a movie. Um, you want it. You want it different enough, but not too different, and you don't want it too much the same either, or else it's just the same. So, um, uh, it was a very challenging project for us.
Yeah, good. I guess a good challenge to have. And you mentioned sweet spot, and yeah, I would agree. It really almost created its own category. And for those who haven't experienced even just the three rows and how they work in a Telluride, it's once you've tried that, it's hard to have anything else. But every great car brand has design hallmarks that become part of their identity. Just kind of what you were saying there. How do you evolve? How does the opposites united design philosophy show up in this new Telluride?
Yeah, well, that philosophy, which started under Karim Habib, um, has really helped us actually, because when we designed the first original Telluride, we didn't have that philosophy. And so that made it a little bit easier to guide us into how to rethink about the brand new 2027 Telluride. And with Opposites United, the whole idea is to bring things together that you might not normally pair together to create something new and creative. And with the new Telluride, um, it was basically these sort of diamond-shaped um, uh, form areas on the body side that are contrasted with some very soft and more organic surfaces. And so bringing those together really gave us a new look and just a new different spin on the original.
Yeah, I mean, it is very striking, the one that we see right now. And there are so many different ways to spec out a Telluride already. Cool ways like the X Line and the X Pro trim levels. What's different about the X Line and X Pro models?
Yeah, well, they're geared more for adventure. The Telluride is sort of um, a happy medium between something very adventurous and something that looks aspirational and looks luxury and upscale as well. So it kind of balances those two areas. But with the X line and the X Pro, okay, we intended for those to be a bit more adventurous. We've got even higher ground clearance than we did with the last Telluride, almost an inch higher. Um, and off-road tires, trailering packages, towing packages, and a little bit different grill, which offsets the lighting. So it's a nice package for those who like that more rugged adventurous off-road feel.
Yeah, it's true. When you start with a great design, the Telluride is a perfect example of a vehicle that you can take in different directions depending on, what you're looking for. If you're looking for it to be rugged, more premium, it covers that. And the lighting, I mean, my goodness, the lighting, I would say with all Kias, is one of the things you notice most, especially at night. This is a big part of the Telluride's look. What's new there for the 2027 model year?
Yeah, well, maybe I can start out by saying what's not new, because I think everyone loved the original amber sort of rectangles of the original Telluride. And now with this all new Telluride, we've kept the amber. It's offsetted by a very dark background in the grill. Sort of the grill and the lamps almost blend together to create a new look. But I think down the road when you see that in the day or even at night with that dark background and the amber lighting and the new shapes that we have, um, it makes for a pretty dramatic look, and that's sort of a signature Telluride and maybe you could say Kia look.
Yeah, very exciting. Okay, so this is all big news for the show, but maybe the biggest news, Tom, for the Telluride this year is that it will be offered as both ICE and hybrid. That's big news.
Yes.
How
Mhm.
important was that decision for the future of the Telluride?
Yeah, well, I mean, we wanted to make sure that we gave customers choice, and people use their vehicles differently, and some people want more power, some people want more efficiency, depending on how just depending on how they use their vehicles. So I think to add that into the mix now with Telluride, which we hadn't had before, is something new, and hopefully our customers will appreciate the choice as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to say this is completely genuine. I know this is a key interview, but I do remember the first time I saw the Telluride, and it was, honestly, it was a game changer. So I am really excited for you guys for the big show and the big reveal. It's been great having you with us today, Tom. Now, it's a tradition, as you remember, to close out each episode with our 0 to 60 challenge. Over the next 60 seconds, we'd like to give our viewers a chance to get to know you a little better, even better. So are you ready for the challenge?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Question number one. If you weren't designing cars, if you can imagine that, if you weren't, what do you think you'd be doing?
Oh, I always had this idea in my head. I don't know where it came from exactly, but I had this vision of being um, a landscape architect or a landscape designer.
Okay. It
I
kind
guess maybe because it's kind of design
yeah,
related and works with different colors and textures and hardscape, softscape. I, I don't know. It always kind of interested me.
exactly. And big scale. I think that's
Big
something that
scale, yeah,
yeah, that you gravitate towards.
yeah.
Okay. Question number two. Who is or was an important mentor in your career?
Hopefully, I can change the question a little bit. But I had a mentor in college that was super important to me, and this gentleman was a ex. I think he was a. I think he worked for GM, ex car designer, and he was an instructor at Center for Creative Studies where I went, and he tried to talk me out of going into the automotive design field. He maybe just because of his past experience or whatnot, but he was trying to get me to go into maybe product design or something different, exhibit design. But when he found out you that I was stubborn and I was like, no, I'm here for car design. He sort of took me under his wing and met with me on his lunch hour and reviewed privately my work and really helped me along the way. So I have him to thank.
So he kind of made you commit, it sounds like. He
He
wanted
did. He did. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it was his tactic all along to see how serious I was. I'm not sure.
yeah, exactly. Okay, last question. What are you
Yes.
listening to right now in your car?
I've been listening to something from the early 2000s a lot, Band of Horses. Sort of an indie rock band that somehow I missed along the way and never heard of until fairly recently. And so I'm listening to Band of Horses.
Okay, Band of Horses. I'm making a note. I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah. All right. Check it out.
I'm going to check it out. Okay. Well, listen, all the best for this big reveal for the Telluride. And thank you again. And we'll see you all next time for In the Driver's Seat.
Thank you, Emma.
Thanks, Tom.